Ashanti Regional Minister Dr Frank Amoakohene has started campaign ama Paul Yandoh ahead of the elections. And so ende ena osuno kukuruku ama nyuku ayase wo se regional executive election no ebebaso. Na Paul Yandoh contest for regional secretary Ashanti region. Na ni abri pa ma Paul Yandoh akwa sorry dem akwa jim paibo. Paul Yandoh akwa receiving paibo wabunku tudwa peja nsa se erade jimi mamenye secretary. Paul Yandoh peso proceed into a communication officer bill of a regional secretary. And now Dr Frank Amoakohene say Paul Yandoh, why are there? May a free campaign amount. Yes, I'm talking to you now. Ashanti Regional Minister near Bray. Our social media all year campaign gidi. Ama Paul Yandoh say Paul Yandoh bet my dinkuni. Yan pai wa Paul Yandoh ko ji ye ewa sorry dem nem ko ti Ashanti Regional Minister. Wow. So Paul Yandoh no wakwaji shira wa bunko tudwe na wa peja nsa. Ena origin shira afri nyame ho. Na open regional secretary na ni abre. Na nipa we communication officer na aye comedies and your regional secretary. On the regional secretary no just a high I mean sena mekano. E wo high chain your friends saying communication officer. What I say, and communication the odi ene kasa. Communication the odi ene kasa. But regional secretary the odi different. Regional secretary the say part no una wadani part no second boss or region no after the chairman. What I say, part the tre for penny. Wadani part ne kasa mafu. What I say, ti Paul Yandoh peso proceed. And awako jinshira. Ashanti Regional Minister say, on the Paul Yandoh achi pampi. I say too much pamping, what tanechi pampi. And yanchan.
Paul Yandoh, you see, pressure bar region, you said day. Every region needs a Paul Yandoh. And he said, Ekobase, Yakotua Baba Juma den dia Paul Yandoh ye diama MPP party. Muluzu ye. Oba ye betina TV so wasi nyum na ebo krero sakro na kuma eye ne ya eno nyina ka ho na boa ye ma MPP healing process ni nyina ye dey etimi course so emra me kai me be minister fofra na obi antimi nkama asem Paul Yandoh na etimi kama asem Ashanti member ene Paul Yandoh anka oxygen ananka eye ofoyukom ni asamase nya bi nhome nyina no anka obi ehu e wa Ashanti man tema na kampese ya ambulance ne emergency services at me alcohol carbon monoxide problem e Paul Yandoh ne ma ye hu ye. At the end of the day no you need a scientific politician na obetime di oxygen common obetime di carbon monoxide in common wow sir ye be ne asundwe ne ye e form adwuma. Did you get what I'm coming from? And no matter what Paul is needed in the equation. If there is any equation without Paul, now it is about show New Testament in the Bible. Now one for 1 Corinthians, the 2 Corinthians in room, and now 1 Timothy, the 2 Timothy in room. That is no New Testament. And with this new chapter of the NPP, they need Paul in the equation. And buga as usual, those kind we need that Paul in that equation to spice it up. Beyond that, why am I saying this? And you may say, more hold the vigil for Chairman Untumi. Won't mean pretend this would do chairman won't me no tiny back. No one doba Paul Yandoh. Because you see, a chairman won't mean a man Paul Yandoh an opportunity to become, as it were, a regional communications director. If not, chairman won't me a Paul any opportunity. No. And what it means, you say a chairman won't me no. Now on one bar, one mentor na titin wa politics mu, which is Paul Yandoh. Age na elections. Now mutimi to abeti ya Paul Yandoh. Then a fanfuli na mu fanfuli chema untumi. Like I have to be plain and blunt on this, because chema untumi huni baby answer the ni election aye kuyimu. Paul Yandoh kwa anti untimi ko hold vigil. Emma. Chairman won to me, wow, sir, Nepunipa, a war executive name, but not control by a day, Etiano. And Yami Adamo Chnano say, most more pay. Your friend is say, Chairman won to me as him. Namo Dono, na or you mubia, na ye ne bumpire say, Amania Tonono, no be free mu, na boa ama Anija Bapat anymore. Then you need Paul Yandoh. You can't go and vote against Paul Yandoh and pretend you like or you love Chairman Wontumi. And these two candidates, no, they are critical for the survival of the MPP in the region. And I want to repeat again. Senapo, ebetinya tintim, no timia konenim, no one yahuadin, na ba umiantimi ntwi fa no so ogofo before fraud na ba, because and Tia Matati say because of Napo campaign ni bine Mahama Yellow Motenie ene Nyankopon kra woda ene Mokwame Nkrumah ne sa ne manyementino but nan Tia say ba omia pese wo change no ba omia betima change na so onya obi a ne ho odin a obetimi agia asante region na ho amano say be obetima change na timi aboa. And at the end of the day no say Napo a chairman wini, which is Chairman Kuka. What it means is say Napo is a goner. We can't allow this to happen. Napo deserves a second chance. And he observe in brief, no. These are the key issues I into the supporting candidates. And he said he started, you know, we're going to make sure we do Kitwebi for these candidates. Paul Yandoh the name one a chance here. Money in my. The number no is 0242 289 118. 0242 289 118. Kitwebi answer. Mon send this Paul Yandoh. Kitwebi answer. Never piano no family election in my. Na Chairman Cook so embo number 059 299 3576 059 299 3576. It was for in a nutshell, no, my church the move on the reason why you hear Chairman Cook so that Napo tradition with my the akoso na Napo anya second chance. And I actually mo the entire Paul Yandoh was our executive committee to maintain a year chairman wound to me a tradition. Say and before trouble chairman Paul Yandoh a vote of no confidence no more a chairman wound to me and then the tradition of MVP in Washington region no more. Say and before trouble Napua they no more say Napo doesn't deserve a second chance in 2024. And Yama will be high. Yempedisa, and Yabesam. Namcopoya Adoma. Makacha, the boys Nina. The boys say, delegates Nina, Minomashia. Don't go for a delegate Nina, Minomashia. My boy man of Basse. Now go point out the Mawachna. A cabia will be a Yamafa. Omohe no manya my. Poda, yan, Poda numbers.
Enti we Ashanti Regional Minister free campaign. Send na down for the Paul Yandoh until we free campaign. Ena edia mana kama pa. So mumbo modiana munyiru muhunko tuaba emma Paul Yandoh emma ye. Pese Paul Yandoh nya regional secretary no. That is what we need. We want to see Paul Yandoh as the regional secretary of the MPP. We need Paul Yandoh as the regional secretary. Yehiano gidi pa. Yehiano gidi. Then once a man.